Hello guys, this is onlyabidoang and today I'm going to be showcasing two sizable free updates in The Sims 4, which is the March and April 2023 update. Anyway, here are the timestamps for each update if you want to skip it. I haven't gotten the time to showcase the update last month because I prioritized infants first, and when I was working on it, the April update was out, so I decided to just combine it into one video. Anyway, let's start with the March update first. The huge March update was released on March 14th, 2023. One of the biggest additions in this update is the addition of infants, a brand new life stage right before toddlers and after newborn baby. I won't talk about infants this time around because like I said before, I've made a video talking everything about them before, so feel free to watch this video for an in-depth showcase of infants. Besides the introduction of infants, this update also introduces new baby and infant related build and buy objects, both functional and decorative. I will show all of them along with their different swatches. There are new infant cribs, which can also be upgraded to have baby mobile to soothe infants, a new toddler bed. Oh, and by the way, this toddler bed can be converted to an infant crib and vice versa. New playable toys, a new baby bassinet, a bunch of new small cluttered decor theme around babies and infants, new decorative baskets, a new bookshelf, this new decorative diaper rack, new lamps, a new end table, and this huge llama statue decor. There's also this new fence along with a new gate. The update also adds in new creative sim items, specifically skin details. Adult Sims can now have stretch marks and C-section scars that you can choose under this category. Additionally, birthmarks are also a thing now. There are various types of birthmarks you can choose, from face, arms, legs to bodies. Some of it also has a number of different color swatches to choose from. Birthmarks are also available to children, toddlers, and infants as well. Besides new skin details, there's now a new option in the gender customization menu. You can now set whether a sim can produce milk or not. Previously, this setting was tied into the get pregnant option. Anyway, if you set it to yes, when that particular sim is a parent to a newborn baby or infants, they will now have the option to breastfeed them as well. Keep in mind that even if you set it to no, if a male sim got abducted by aliens and get pregnant, they can still breastfeed them. This can only happen if you have the Sims 4 Get to Work expansion pack. With the introduction of infants, the lifespan of Sims has been extended. Some life stages have been altered a bit, and this applies to all of the lifespan length settings, which are short, normal, and long lifespan. Newborn baby's lifespan has changed to half a day for short, 1 day for normal, and 4 days for long. Infant's lifespan will be 3 days for short, 5 days for normal, and 20 days for long. Toddler's lifespan stays the same. Child's lifespan has changed to 7 days for short, 14 days to normal, and 56 days for long. Teen's lifespan stayed the same. Young adult's lifespan has changed to 14 days for short, 28 days for normal, and 112 days for long. Adult's lifespan has changed to 20 days for short, 42 days for normal, and 168 days for long. Elder's lifespan also stayed the same. Newborn babies have been getting some changes and upgrades in this update as well. First of all, they'll now be able to have more types of skin tones and eye colors that are closer to their parents' gene. But my god, is it just me, or do the babies in this game always look 60? I don't know, maybe that's just babies in general. The bug where baby's portrait below looks different than them has also been fixed. The animation when taking care of them has been changed so the sim won't constantly put them down repeatedly between interactions when you queue up a bunch of interactions. There are also some new interactions for toddlers and children where they can entertain them. Like infants, you can choose their feeding preference, and when you change their diaper or bottle feed them, it'll now drop onto the floor and you should clean them up. You can also change their diapers to cloth diapers as well if you have laundry day stuff pack. The same thing also occurs if you change a toddler's diaper, and you can change their diaper into a cloth one as well. Like infants, toddlers can now get diaper rash if they wear their diaper for too long, and if they use the diaper when it's already full, it'll cause a mess. This update also introduces the option to have a science baby for Sims who still want to pass down their genes but can't or choose not to be pregnant. You can do this through your phone for a fee. There are two options. You can have Science Baby as a single parent, where your sim will go away for a while and return with a baby that's considered as their child, or have a Science Baby with other sims who you're at least friends with. You can also ask that specific sim directly. If you have a Science Baby with someone, after returning, you will gain a baby that passes down both genes and considers both sims as their parents. When playing, have you ever had this problem before where you have to cycle through all this useless menu just to get to what you actually want? Well, from now on, most of the Sims social interactions are now grouped into 19 different categories. The categories are gossip, deep thoughts, activities, compliments, complaints, affections, hobbies, small talk, interests, stories, flirtation, physical intimacy, prank, deception, arguments, malicious, jokes, silly behavior, and potty humor. I don't know about you guys, but I'm glad they made this change because cycling through all those useless interactions is pretty tedious in the first place. This next change wasn't mentioned in the patch note, but rather by a tweet written by SimGuruNova, the Sims 4 producer. Apparently, this update also introduced relationship increase and decrease multiplier when Sims of certain life stage interact with each other. It's pretty hard to understand if I say it like that, so let's look at some notable examples. Infants have slower relationship gain when befriending toddlers, teens, and young adults. Toddlers have slightly slower relationship gain when talking to infants, child, and teen Sims. Child Sims will gain very fast relationship gain with other children, but slower relationship gain if talking to teens and young adults. Teen Sims also gain very fast relationship gain with other fellow teenagers, but they won't gain much friendship points if talking to young adults, and elders. Adult Sims, not young adults, will have a very hard time increasing their relationship with teens, but they will gain friendship faster if they're interacting with toddlers. Elder Sims will also have a hard time to increase their friendship with child, young adults, and especially teenagers, but they fare better when interacting with infants and toddlers. Sometimes, the relationship multiplier will be different depending on who talks to them first. Like when kids try to talk to teen, it'll be much lower, maybe because teens consider child as too immature and uncool. But if a teen initiates a friendly interaction to a child, their relationship gain will be much faster. Probably because child Sims consider teens talking to them to be really cool. Anyway, here's the complete table of all relationship gain and loss multiplier between each age group that has been summarized by SimGuruNova. The link to it will be in the description. Skills in general are also getting a bit of a change. When a sim is increasing a skill, the icon for it will now appear right on top of the progress bar. They will also gain some skills quicker now, and the things they learn as children will now matter as they grow. Additionally, there are also a few adjustments to child skills. Now, skills like mental, motor, social, and creativity are called fundamentals. This also applies to toddler skills as well. Also, instead of maxing child fundamentals first in order to learn adult skills, they can now begin learning adult skills along with fundamentals. But adult skills will be increased much slower until they grow up. Skills like video gaming, for example, won't increase any fundamental skills from now on.
Now, what I tell you, it's those darn video games.
Oh, shut up, Gramps! If you have babies or infants in the household, there are new social interactions you can do to other adult Sims. You can share baby pictures, brag about baby to other Sims, and gossip about other parents. As far as I know, they are no different than the regular share pictures, brag, and gossip interaction though. You can now apply baby proofing on doors and gates, which will lock both infants and toddlers from accessing that particular door or gate. But if they're feeling a bit rebellious, toddlers can also try to break loose. This attempt can fail, but if successful, the baby proofing will be removed and they can go pass through it. Gates are usually easier to break, but doors seem to be much harder. However, if they have high imagination and thinking skills, they will be more likely to succeed. There are new styled rooms that are designed for newborns and infants. Most of them are direct conversions of their toddler's counterpart. If you have Dream Home Decorator, there are new decor preferences your sim can have, which are Art Deco, Cute, Industrial, Luxe, Vintage, and Shabby. The patch note stated that Shotgun, Holidays, and Events decor preference was also added, but I can't find them at all in the selection menu. There are also some small additions and adjustments. In the relationship tab, there's a new category called family, which includes known Sims that are family related to the Sim. This also includes family members that don't live in the same household as the selected Sim. It'll also appear when you're inviting someone to hang out and others. When you use the change outfit interaction, the outfit thumbnails will appear more zoomed in now. Some of the app category icons on your phone interface also got changed, which are home, shopping, and job category. I like these changes, but they really need to provide the category name right below their icons because it can be a bit confusing to navigate through the UI. There are also some bug fixes as well. There are a lot of them, but I'll be showing some of them here. These fixes are: the fear of dream and fear of death end job will now less likely to happen. Like I said before, the issue where baby's skin tone appear different in their portrait has been fixed. Aging up a baby will also properly take into consideration the genetics of the parent's skin tone now. Neighborhood stories has been tweaked a bit so families won't have too many babies anymore. Sims can now practice dancing in the mirror properly again if you have the Sims 4 get together. If you build a stair right next to a wall, the railing that sticks to the wall will now disappear. Man, if only customizable one-sided railings are a thing in this game. When you use the run around interaction as a toddler, they will now actually run and now they know when to stop. Here is the full list of all the updates bug fixes. You can check the list in the link I provided in the description. Before going to the April update, the game actually released 2 more updates in March, specifically on March 24th and March 28th. The former update disabled the child tooth loss feature from Growing Together expansion pack temporarily because apparently performing this interaction changed their skin tone, hairstyle, and clothing completely. Don't worry though, because this feature has been enabled and fixed in the latest April update. Meanwhile, the March 28th update is the same update as March 24th but for console. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the additions for the April update. The next free update was released on April 18th, 2023. And it includes a few new features added to the game as well, but not at the same scale as the previous infant update. Let's check them out. Firstly, for something new in Create a Sim, there are 2 new underwears that Sims can now choose to wear in Create a Sim. Here are all of its color swatches. This next feature may gonna be builders' favorite, because in this update, some brand new decor placement slots are added to several bathroom objects. Previously, you'd probably need to use the Move Objects cheat to place items on these objects, which will usually make them float in a way, but not anymore. The new slots are added to objects including toilets, bathtubs, sinks, these towel racks, some cabinets, and if you have cats and dogs expansion pack, covered litter boxes as well. Small and medium-sized clutters are placeable here, and it also works on some bathroom objects from other packs. If it's small enough, you can even place functional objects like stereos for example. But with the new feature comes a new caveat because apparently Sims can still place dirty dishes on these mentioned objects sometimes, so yeah, there's that. Still related to bathroom objects, these 2 towel racks got some new color swatches along with this medicine cabinet. I'm not sure which ones are the new swatches, so I'm just gonna show all of them. There's a new pop radio music added to the game. This time, it's from an Australian singer Becca Hatch and producer Nintendo titled Blast. Oh, and the Sims help for Becca Hatch is also available in Max's official account in the gallery if you want to add her to your game. This next one is for Simmers who play The Sims 4 on Mac. Native support for the latest Mac CPU are also added. This update brings native support for Apple Silicon chipsets on top of the ongoing support for those with an Intel-based Mac. There are also a bunch of bug fixes in this update, most notably related to infants. Again, I won't show all of them here, but some fixes include: infants' food preference will not reset again when going to create a sim from Manage World and returning to the game. The issue where parents need to introduce themselves to their little ones after they've aged up to an infant has been fixed. Some infant stretching glitches, like at weddings, when a dog be friendly with them, when reacting to living in a tiny home, and also when a toddler is yelling at them, has been fixed. But strangely, I cannot find the yell at interaction between toddlers and infants now. And after taking a look at it, turns out that they removed the interaction completely, even though the patch note stated that it was fixed. Yeah, they really did fix a bug interaction by deleting said interaction from the game. Great logic. Oh, and also, I still find some infant stretching issues in the game after the update, like when they're walking in this specific spot at Mount Komorebi. The issue where infants want to chomp their caregiver a bit too much has been fixed. The hissing infant voice when you're editing their teeth in Create a Sim has been fixed. The bug where Sims who have overcome the fear of dark can still get the fear of dark moodlet has been fixed. And restaurants from the Dynot pack should work much more properly now. Honestly, I haven't played with restaurants much after the update, but if you have, feel free to let us know in the comments below whether it has been improved or not. And many more. Here's the complete list of bug fixes in the April update. Again, you can check the complete list by using the link in the video's description. Additionally, there's also one more update released in April, specifically on April 26th. It's a small update that enables and fixes the tooth loss feature I've mentioned before. This update also fixed this other bug from the April 18th update, where it caused unwanted changes to all Sims' appearance, specifically their eyes, teeth, and facial structure. It also happened to my Sim self, and yeah, it's somewhat subtle, but the change was pretty noticeable for me. So those are the last 2 new monthly free updates to The Sims 4 this year. So, what do you think of these updates? Feel free to let us know in the comments down below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this update showcase. Hope you like it, and if you want more Sims videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. It really helps a ton. See you later!